Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. We set our scene tonight, cued in on a certain frost-encrusted lupus who is just kind of, well, it's not pacing, she's not going back and forth, she's just kind of taking up a temperamental stalking, just an angry strut as she walks, not necessarily with much thought, down the familiar paths, probably where she's walked with any number of her friends as they're on various patrols. But she's just stalking, just walking, staring a couple feet ahead of her at the ground, and just, shall we say, emanating salt? Yes, she is salty. She is as salty as she is frosty. I'm not paying much mind to where she's going. She'll just go and go and go.
And heading from the opposite direction is one of the few guardians that stayed home at the sept while everyone else went to the lab to take it down. And he's on patrol, and to anybody that knows him, they might think he has a little extra pep in his step.
Oh God, why? And whether or not Maeve still has her shadow is up for debate.
Maeve has her shadow. Her shadow is staying a little bit away from her, at least for now, while I scarf down this fry. Nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Salty fry. This salty fry is almost as salty as Maeve.
Oh, it's not even close. Not even close. Oh, goodness. So Maeve is perhaps the opposite. It's almost like the two have traded personalities. Garrett's got this lackadaisical sort of look about him, and maybe a little more of that pep in his step. Maeve, for her part, is just, well, she's actually not paying attention to the point where she may well practically run into the man before she bothers to notice he's there. She's either thinking hard about something or has gone blind, one or the other. But she's just plowing forward.
Garrett will notice Maeve walking almost listlessly. And when it seems that she's about to walk past him, he'll actually pipe up. Hey, what's up? Mission was a success.
On some level, she'll probably have registered he's there, particularly as she's about to walk past him, but maybe she didn't think about who it was. Whatever the case, when she's addressed, she'll kind of jerk her head up, whip around. Oh. Hey, Garrett.
You heard the mission was a success?
Mm-hmm. We held a eulogy for Nicholas's sword.
Oh, I hadn't heard.
She rolls her shoulders. A bunch of powder falls off of her.
Would it break off in an enemy or something?
I don't know. Apparently Travis asked for it for something, and he didn't get it back after that. I was too busy trying really, really hard not to laugh to really take in what he borrowed it for.
From out of the bushes. Oh, Cynthia. We will never see another blade like you ever again. Oh, Cynthia. You came and you found me and you cut things. And now you're gone away. Oh, Cynthia.
Oh, dear Lord. I'm going to spend willpower, or I'm going to roll willpower, because have you ever been in that state where you're mad, but you really want to stay mad?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's determined to stay mad right now. Let's see. She succeeds. She does not start snickering and dying when Lucas starts singing.
Lucas.
Hmm?
You're no Galliard.
I can dream.
Yes, you can. An impossible dream.
Well, I can certainly dream my dreams, and if I have my way, my dreams will no longer stay the dreams. They'll be disasters, absolute catastrophes. No, wait, those are nightmares. Right, right.
Yes. So, did you run into anybody else that was on the mission?
Maybe we'll plop down into a sit. We saw Olaf. We saw Cinna.
How were
Tilts her
they?
head. Seemed fine.
Hmm.
Everyone seemed fine. I think I heard that Mikhail took a good hit, but
Yeah, he and Dizzy were both banged up.
I believe Olaf told us that Nick had to be resuscitated by his eternal font of rage.
Mikhail.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Lots of silver around, apparently.
Noddle noddle.
Definitely prepared to go ahead and take some Gaian intruders.
Alright, that's a P&E on Maeve. She's way less talkative than usual.
Oh, she's upset about something. It's if the grumpy stalking wasn't cue enough, yes, something is eating at her.
Maeve, I'm surprised you're not more excited. Your little blizzard worked, gave them the cover they needed.
And she'll kind of stand herself up for a second and give a very vigorous shake. Powder will fly in every direction. She's still got a pretty good layer of frost going, though, the stuff that has been on her fur long enough to really cling. It's on her eyelashes, it's everywhere. And it's cold.
Did she say that it's cold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Definitely not an answer.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah. Yeah, the trade-off.
Yep.
So what's the real terms of it?
And she'll plop back down and start kind of scratching at her ear, trying to shake loose some of the stuff that's crusted to the rims of it. I may not have any kind of shelter until winter is over. I cannot use any kind of heat to warm myself because it would endanger. She kind of looks up at the falling snow. The children of the blizzard would melt them.
So no shelter, does that mean man-made shelter?
It was no shelter. I have to bear myself to the storm. So I'm pretty sure the
Jesus.
best I can get is maybe bringing some blankets outside to nest in.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, we've been talking back and forth about it. I think the only thing I can really do, if I really need to stay warm, is get other people to come out with me. And, well, puppy pile.
The puppy pile. It is an ancient secret art that has many applications, both vicious and cuddly.
That's 4 to see if that's what's really eating at her.
Oh, it's definitely not.
Yeah. So what else is going on?
Nothing.
And he just looks at you, his head drops a degree. You sure about that?
She's gonna... she'll hold eye contact for a couple seconds and then be like, "Oh, look over there." Kind of glance away.
Garrett looks to Lucas.
Lucas goes ahead and takes a shrug. It's been a trying day for a lot of us, and well, we expected things that didn't happen.
What'd you expect?
Let's see. For my part, I'm getting really, really anxious here. I don't want to be restricted to the South anymore. I want to walk. I want to be free. That's what usually gets to me. Being a cub, it's fantastic time. Get to go ahead and get all my hard knocks off. But I always walk to the edge of the barn, look out. I know I can get another adult to escort me, but one of these days I just want to go ahead and walk out on my own.
At least I can finally do that too.
So have you petitioned for your right yet?
I've petitioned for my right to rend first, actually. And then I need to go ahead and try to meet with what accounts for the tribal elders around here for the children of Gaia.
Well, then it's just a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
So what were you expecting that didn't happen?
Well, Garrett, to be honest, you know what I thought about you and where I wanted you to be. I can't help but think if I was an adult a little bit earlier, I mean like a month ago, I'd have you inside my head.
Ah, this again.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I don't hold this against you. I really don't. It's just, it feels to me like a missed opportunity.
Looks to Maeve.
Oh, Maeve's still looking over there. Look at that tree. What a nice. But yeah, considering he's been peeing like a boss, it's definitely one of the things, especially considering that she won't even make eye contact over it.
You know, even if you two were Cleeth, I can't say with 100% certainty I would have accepted.
Oh, you know, every Garu has his own path. Like I said, for me, missed opportunities that I don't want to miss anymore, just because I haven't had my rite of passage yet.
Maybe we'll finally give a head bob.
I'm just saying, I don't think you may not have missed an opportunity.
But if we'd been here and she hadn't, we might not have.
Oh!
No, look at that tree over there again.
Maeve.
She sets her ears back.
Who are you talking about?
Nobody.
See, normally I might let something like that slide. But now I have a pack.
She sets up her hackles.
If you got a problem with one of my pack, I'd like to know.
I don't know what she's doing, but I don't like it.
Which one?
She just kind of looks at him, like, really looks at him.
There's two.
There's two.
Maeve, this really isn't something to get all that worked up about.
But he's not the only one.
It's nothing. It's Okay, you were sweet on
She's-
him.
Mm,
Don't worry. There are a billion, trillion, quadrillion other fish in the sea. Believe me, I think there's an entire ocean, another entire planet just full of fish that you can go ahead and flying over.
Garrett scratches his head for a second. He says, "We'll get to that in a second. But Maeve, what the hell do you think happened?"
I don't know yet. I haven't learned enough to know yet, but I'll figure it out.
Are you talking about Dizzy or Lily?
I don't have a problem with Dizzy. She hasn't done anything. She's nice.
Ah. So Lily then.
Again, the body language kind of speaks for itself.
Mhm. What do you think Lily's done?
I don't know what she's done. But I know that we took months. We took a long time talking to you before you would even hug me. Before you called us your friends. And she's been here almost no time at all. And you're in her pack, and she's in your head.
She's not in my
And
head.
then she's going to be. And then today Ricky came to visit the Sept. And she left with him. He's potentially the only kin I've had any interest in, and he's the only one who's been nice to me. Besides, well, I mean, she looks over to Lucas, kind of apologetically.
You can P&E Garrett if you want. You'll be fighting him.
Oh, I will. As soon as I pull my thing back up because my fucking computer crashed. 1 second.
Boom! How much of the things do I know?
1 second. 1 second, I gotta do something first.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Let me know if you spend in Gnosis activating some gifts and shit.
Oh. No, I froze there for a second. Alright, well, he did activate a GIF. He didn't spend Gnosis to do it, though.
Oh, well then, I mean, she can sniff out Gnosis moving around, especially in the Umbra, but she can't necessarily figure out the other shit.
Alrighty, and so...
Not as good a roll as I'd hoped for, but it's 4 anyways.
Alright, I got 4.
No, you are the defender, sir. So whatever it is, she will not catch it.
Okay.
Lucas might have gotten the shit out of it. I don't know if he has a
I don't
specialty that
have
applies.
Don't have a specialty. He wins.
Oh, damn.
Some hot dice, though.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize you were sweet on Ricky.
Dude, if a wolf could pout.
I never met the guy, to be honest, Maeve.
I know, so how would you know?
I heard about Ricky, that's all.
I bet you did.
Billy says she made a bet with him.
She did. I was there. She also broke the high ban.
We're not gonna talk about things that might get people in trouble.
Noted, but what form?
It was Glabro, but it's still breaking the high ban. It doesn't matter what form it is.
Noted.
If I was trying to be nasty, I would have said something about it. There's a reason I'm telling you.
No, and I thank you for it. It's noted. So, you tell Ricky you were sweet on him? Make a move on him?
She kind of adopts a vaguely perplexed look. We've been friendly,
Okay.
and he made a pass at me. But I don't just sleep with people willy-nilly. I don't do that.
No, I didn't ask that. Listen, as far as I know about Lily, she made a bet with him, and that was it.
She made a bet with him that she would cook him dinner for a week if he could beat her in Krynos. They amended it because she couldn't go into Krynos to 3 days. However, when they make a point of mentioning things like his niece not being home and then plan to go get dinner and stay there all night watching movies, people can't help but make assumptions. Besides, you should have seen the way she was looking at him.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah. No. So you
Besides, he beat her. How would she not? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So you think she did something to him?
She actually draws back her lips. She's like, I think she fucked him. In fact, I'm pretty damn sure.
Hey.
Don't say hey. She was practically prancing around at his heels when they left. Together,
Okay.
by themselves, after she shot someone a look when they were given an offer to go with.
That's not what I meant. I meant you think she did something to him to seduce him?
I think she's done something because people have done things that it doesn't seem in their character to do.
So you think she did something to me?
You don't trust people. It's a defining feature of your character is that you don't trust people quickly. Why would you in a matter of days be willing to join a pack with 2 people you had just met? Of course she did something. We can do all kinds of things. We can do all sorts of things. Even I can be more convincing if I want to be, but I don't abuse that.
Okay, first of all, you're wrong about me not being able to trust people. When I first came here, I was forced to find people to trust. Olaf was one of those first people. Ren, I trusted her as soon as I met her. You, I trust. Lucas, I trust. I don't tell you everything. Because there's some shit you don't need to know about me.
And I don't ask about that.
And I
because it's none of
appreciate
my
it.
business if you don't want to tell me.
And I appreciate that. But Lily had the least to do with me joining a pack. It's true, I felt I could trust her more easily, being that she's Olaf's sister. I hit it off with Dizzy. We get along. She's the one that threw a rock at my head, got me to sit down, made the initial offer.
At this point, she just looks kind of perplexed.
Kind of what?
Perplexed. There's the slightest head tilt.
So I don't know what kind of powers you think Lily has. But she didn't mess with my head. And to be honest, I kind of resent the accusation.
Yeah, and I'd enjoy that. I don't like leaving loose ends.
She struggles for a second.
Say
How would
it.
you know, even if she had?
Maeve, you, I'm listening to the words that are coming out of your mouth, and they sound ridiculous to me.
Well, her hackles are already up, so that can't change, but
Oh, Garrett's glaring at you. Riddle me this, Maeve. You're about to become a Clea Therouge. Same as Lily. Do you have some kind of bewitching ability? Have you heard about some kind of bewitching ability?
like I said, if I wanted to, I could talk a lot of people into a lot of things. Of course I do.
I can talk a lot of people into a lot of things.
And you have to activate a gift from the spirits to do it? I'm pretty good at it without it, but I have a gift too. Well, I have a gift. But I don't know all the gifts from all the tribes offered by all the spirits.
I don't know what happened between Lily and Ricky. As far as I know, she made good on her bet.
She snorts.
If you want Ricky, you're going to have to fight for him.
That's not how it's done. Not how I was raised.
Well, then you watch him walk away.
And because of late it's become her signature move, she will very abruptly get to her feet and turn to walk away. Hackles still up, tail kind of flag up and also bristled. Just generally.
Lucas is going to go ahead and jump up and get into Maeve's way.
She'll halt, but look deeply annoyed.
Goes ahead and sits his ass down and continues to look at her. He's like, just looking. You know, Garrett,
What?
no, he's not.
Oh, I thought you were addressing me. Never mind.
No, not addressing you.
I did too, actually, so...
You know, Garrett, he's not easily deceived by mental manipulation, that he is his own man. He makes his own decisions. He is a Garu and he is a wolf. Who he chooses to pack up is mostly his own concern and his own business. His instincts have told him to fall in with Dizzy, and by extension Lily, yes. Ricky O'Malley is his own man who makes his own decisions. Nothing was done to him. He's an attractive fella, yeah. I'm supposing that many are pining after him. You had a chance, Maeve, and I'm very, very sorry that you missed that. And yes, William.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't get very far. And as he's standing there or sitting there and talking to her, she'll slowly lower her flanks into a sit. And she'll just kind of start to deflate.
You know who's the one that really messed with my mind? It was Ren.
Blink.
Her ears twisted around. She's listening.
Ren was so damn insistent that I needed a pack. And after a while, I started to believe it. There was a moment after the trial, or no, not after the trial, after the punishment moot. I talked to Ren. She once again told me I needed a pack as the conversation went there for some reason. She said if she was able to, she might have offered me a spot in the Hunters. But for a lot of obvious reasons, that wasn't a good idea. And when she told me that, that's when I realized I kind of wanted a pack.
What do you think about that, Maeve?
She's been kind of just sitting there looking, at this point, kind of dejected. She does have her ears flipped back around. And she'll lean forward and kind of nose briefly at Lucas's muzzle, and then she'll get up and turn around and essentially slink back towards Garrett. It's a very natural, like, submissive posture, and she'll slink back over. And one has to imagine it's apologetically, kind of tentatively butts her head against his knee. This just wasn't how it was supposed to go.
It never goes how you want it to go.
It's true. We had plans. Lots of plans. Didn't come through. But putting all that onto one person isn't fair to that one person.
Not putting it on one person.
You don't need me, Maeve.
You don't know what I need.
I'm nothing special.
That's bullshit. If you were nothing special, then why would they have wanted you in their pack?
Because I was available. I don't know.
I don't imagine most packs pick through cast-offs, or pick from cast-offs specifically.
We need packs. Here's why you don't need me. And he points to Lucas. That's all the ragabash you need.
I wasn't choosing based on auspice.
No, but too many cooks can spoil the broth. Me and
Garrett,
Lucas,
what?
me and Lucas, we fill the same role.
You fill the same role through totally different tactics.
Not true.
We're cut from the same cloth, mostly.
She shakes her head a bit. Not as in like shaking her head no, so much as like she's trying to shake off an idea or a thought or something.
You've got Talia.
Everyone wants Talia.
I know, and you better work hard to keep her.
If I can't make you go where I want you to go, what makes you think I can make Talia go where she doesn't want to? If she would be happier somewhere else, that's where she'll go.
It's very different. You were Cubs. I'm Cleeth.
And we're about to be Cleeth. It's not that big a gap. How old are you, Garrett?
26.
She kind of reels a little bit.
It's true.
Okay, so you're old for Cleeth. Fine.
Don't
Well,
worry.
fine, if you're just going to destroy my whole argument.
Oh, believe me, Maeve, I've seen 28-year-old Cleus.
Oh, I know. But still, rank doesn't mean much.
I'm just saying.
Not age-wise.
I'm just saying. You were trying to wait for me, and that just wasn't going to work.
We weren't trying to wait for you. We were
Yes,
trying to
you
catch up to
were.
you.
You were waiting until you got to your rite of passage, and then you were just going to scoop me up. That was the plan.
We were going to ask.
No, that was a plan. I was literally going to go ahead and get a bag and kidnap you, Garrett.
He rolls his eyes.
Garrett has a point. We're of differing graduating classes. It
You're
was the
gonna be-
time for him to pack
That
up.
doesn't mean we can't work together, but I understand that he chose a different pack.
I'm just saying, you'll be Cleeth. Talia will probably still be Cub. You can wait for her. And work on that relationship so that when she does become a Cleeth, it's not that hard of a decision for her.
We are already close to Talia, and she's already someone we have thought of. But I don't befriend people based on wanting to have them in my pack. I want to have them in my pack because I am friends with them. And because I do trust them and know them. I'm not trying to cherry pick the people who are best at their jobs. I don't want to be bound to people that I don't know or don't trust to do what would be best for the rest of my pack.
You'll find your own path. I'm on a different one.
She just kind of sets her ears back a little bit. Not in an aggressive fashion, just kind of a... almost a submissive gesture, but... yeah. I can't accept the idea that things will never be the way we want them to be, or that they won't be good. Or I wouldn't be able to keep moving forward.
Maeve.
I know that you're not going to be my pack. I get that. But I'm not going to just accept that things aren't going to go well because someone thinks that's how the world has to be.
plan. You hope plans work out. Nothing wrong in planning. But they don't always work out the way you want. And that's when you make a different plan. Eventually you will get something that you want.
I'm just trying to glance between them. Do either of you have any idea how long it took me to cope with Lucas's first change? Like, she'll look at him too. Like, do you
Oh.
have any idea? Things
I-
go wrong. It happens. But I'm losing too many people too quickly.
Lucas goes ahead and turns away, tries to bury his head in his paws.
Don't be like that.
Welcome to life as a Karoo.
She snorts.
You
I'm
lose
I'm not going to
people.
just accept that people are going to go or that things are going to be bad.
You have to.
Do you think I'd still be me if I couldn't think the
Maybe
best?
sooner than you expect.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, Garrett, what do you mean by that?
She's glaring at him pretty intently.
What do you think I mean by that?
I think you're trying to make a point, but you're not providing enough information. What do you mean?
I got it. Looks over. Maeve, you're a wonderful soul. Kind, gentle, compassionate, empathetic, all these wonderful things. Many people are going to be drawn to you, and you'll form attachments to many of them. I see this in you. You're a person and a Garu that opens your heart pretty much to everybody that you see, and you're very, very defensive of them. I understand. You're very, very protective of them. You hate when you see people you consider your family go through hardship and trouble. And unfortunately, your family is going to go through hardship and trouble, and maybe they fall. Maybe the only thing you can really do in those kind of situations is see if you can't offer any kind of solace and compassion when they do suffer, or try to make it up if they do fall. Does that make any sense?
I'll give you a simpler example. One from real life. When I first met Callie Krykos, the warder, she had just got sworn into office. I went to see her. We had some words. I had something I needed to say to her. And then she makes me guardian. I tell her that's a mistake. She doesn't care. She thinks I can add value. And then I go and I be pissed for a while. But then eventually, like I've told Lucas, a Ragabash has to sometimes question himself. So I take it seriously. I add what I can to the Guardian Corps. I ask questions. See how I can improve things. Callie went through some stuff. She handled it maybe the wrong way. I told her. Things were looking better. Then we all saw that scene in the forge when Victoria poured molten silver on Callie's mentor's head. I went. I talked to someone. I said, hey, Callie may do something stupid. We need her to be We need her to be focused as warder. I don't want her doing something stupid. Can you talk to her? You know her better than I. I was doing everything I could to keep Callie focused and in the warder's office because I knew there were people who were coming after her, trying to remove her. We had the veil breach, some other nonsense. I was going to help her. And then, oh, I don't even remember if it was the day after. Yeah, it was the day after I had talked to Ren. The day after I told Travis that going off sept to go do your Athro challenge during wartime was a bad idea. The day after that happened, Callie died.
Just whip your ass.
Her ears are set flat, but she's still paying close attention. She's gotten a little tense, but
Oh god.
She was the first Garou to give me any sort of respect by offering me a position like that.
Oh god.
The only one who thought I would ever be able to do something be worth a crap. And I was going to help her.
you know that even if listened, even if Travis has stayed, he still may not have gotten there in time.
I
It still might
know.
have made no difference.
I know.
Oh dude, it'll be in like the spring with all the like, so they're gonna be wrestling around the mud.
Doesn't change that you had made plans that fell through.
Yeah. Ren never got the chance to talk to her.
Isn't she your sister? Shut up.
That was a situation, though, that was outside of your control. And I feel like things are changing because it is my fault.
Maeve, nothing is your fault.
At least there's that.
You said yourself.
Olaf has problems.
What did I say?
That I had had my chance, and I hadn't done anything.
Okay.
In the case of Ricky, maybe. But he's not around a lot.
Probably just like all of those videos that are just the angry strap on.
There's... she'll essentially kind of
I don't know who's
chew at her tongue.
just a lot of energy. She's quite upset. Oh god, I was really upset.
I'm going to give you a harsh truth, Maeve.
Look, you have no idea how strong your ass is.
You're not as powerful as you think you are.
I have to be.
Or should have constantly like some gym bro.
Bullshit.
No, you don't.
She kind of looks over at Lucas.
Oh god.
Well, why do you have to be so powerful?
Because things have to change.
Oh, and they certainly will, he says, like, starting to circle.
Looks like a dude. Or
You have to be strong. But you also have to be able to rely on others. Like him. And he points to Lucas.
I do rely on him. I wouldn't be able to do any of the things I could do now. I wouldn't be comfortable. I wouldn't be happy if he hadn't been here. I know that. And no matter how many times, and she does glance over to Lucas, no matter how many times Ren looks at me sideways when we're hanging out, it's not going to change.
it's like
No, of course not. the world is big. Bigger than you, bigger than me, and yeah, we've had some plans that have fallen through, continues to circle around. And I'm not saying that you're not going to go ahead and become stronger. Please do so. But you're not there yet. Continues to circle and
Is he just
circle
going in
around.
constant circles, or is he like circling for a particular point?
He's circling for a particular point. He's circling in such a way as he'll finally go ahead and find himself face to face with you.
She's finally got her ears back up.
Let me tell you this. You've been in your condition for how long? A few months?
Yeah.
And the others of the SEP, they've been here longer, 1 year, 10 years, a lot more, and they're strong. Believe me, they're strong. I've seen their strength. And not even they can go ahead and, well, I think Maylin can move the weather, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I move the weather. That's not necessarily the best example.
Not even they can go ahead and reverse Gaia's spin.
I don't want to reverse Gaia's spin, and it's not always about strength. Like, it should kind of point her muzzle up towards Garrett. Like all of you have said, we've done more as Cubs than most do as Cleith or Foster. And
Yeah, like, me and my wife have
It's true.
as for relying on people, she'll kind of glance up to Garrett.
pretty broad.
I had been ready to rely on you. It's not that I'm mad at you,
It's different.
and maybe it's not right of me to be mad at Lily.
It's 100% not right for you to be mad at Lily.
But even you got mad about something, even if it was the way things needed to shake out. You got mad about it. And it took you time to come around.
A couple of my muscle shirts that I'll wear if I have to be cutting,
Wait,
which
Why can't I
OOC,
just be mad about it?
OOC, I'm not sure what you're referencing. Garrett might
He
know.
literally just said that when Callie asked him to join the Guardians, he was very upset about it, and for a while
Okay.
was angry, and it took him time to come to terms with the idea
Okay.
and to learn to take it seriously. So she's referencing that bit of his
Gotcha,
story.
Gotcha.
Then be angry and be pissed, but point in a direction that's constructive.
There's only so much more constructive I can do.
Then try to come after me. Goes ahead and edges away.
yeah.
You like this game.
So I had one choice. Where to go to the middle.
She'll first kind of turn about to face Garrett, and she'll actually reel back because he's a little tall for this to be much of a gesture at this height difference. So to rear back onto her flanks,
Yeah, also,
and we'll turn her throat up, tilt her chin.
What the hell are you doing?
like,
I'm sorry for what I've said about your back, but I'm
Thank you.
angry, and you may be 26, but I'm 18. But I am sorry.
Thank you.
like, take them out of my house. You put them correctly.
I don't want to think poorly about the people you care about.
You have made this whole house.
She's good people, Maeve.
Really, you
Dizzy too. Mikhail, be honest, I have my doubts when he first said he wanted to join. He's fitting in.
No, I like Mikhail. I think I like Mikhail. But I don't have anything to be mad at.
Do you need something to be mad at?
And she'll finally plop back down onto her forepaws. Seems kind of be stupid to be mad at nothing.
Rushes over, nips, bites ass,
Snaps at.
jumps back.
You're obnoxiously good at this. I know what you're doing.
Grr.
It shouldn't work if I know what you're doing.
But it does. Tail is high, 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 high.
So before I go bite Lucas, Garrett, I really am sorry. And I miss seeing you as often as we used to.
I know.
And I'm sorry that I blamed your packmate.
Can I tell you something else?
She'll bob her head.
I can't explain it. But it feels right. And I feel different somehow. When Mikhail and Dizzy came back from tonight's mission, I ran to them. I helped them back. Lily showed up. We sat around. We traded stories. I started to get restless, like I wanted to run, like I'd never run before. I feel good.
Good. If they're still hurt, I can't go inside and get them.
Oh, they're
But-
fine. They're fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I had a couple of guys' breasts from the fishery.
Well, do you have more? Does your pack have more?
We'll be fine.
Let me give you something nice because I feel like a douchebag.
Okay.
I have 10 of them inside the girls' cabin. You'd probably have to send Lily to get them, or get Olaf to watch you because he gets paranoid when boys go in, but they're just sitting on the table. I made them look like a centerpiece. Take as many of them as you all want. I can make as many in 2 weeks.
I appreciate it.
Well, your pack is seeing more combat than I am.
I just wanted to tell you that. To know that it's me. It's nothing else.
And she'll hop up and kind of affectionate cat style rub herself along his legs.
You know,
Good.
give her a pat.
Well then, let me know if they ever make you less than happy, and so I have something worthwhile to be mad at. Until then, I will be happy for you.
Thank you.
And now I'm gonna bite Lucas on his face, because he looks
Go for
smug.
Tear his ass up.
Ugh.
Oh, smug.
Yep, she's gonna pelt after him. Venting is good. She's gonna tear ass after him. She knows she's not gonna catch him, but she's gonna tear ass after him anyways.
Oh, every so often he's just gonna go ahead and hide for a quick hot second, appear, rush in the opposite direction.
She'll probably spend a long while chasing him and snapping at him, if only because she's got a lot of tension to work off. And this is probably the healthiest way to do it. Let's be honest.
How long do you plan to go out for this snapping fest? Hours? Days?
No, not days. And she probably will stop snapping at him after maybe a half hour max. Like, she's just trying to catch his tail snapping, not like actually trying to hurt him.
Okay. When it looks like you're exhausting yourself and you're just going ahead and give this very, very weak yank, Lucas he's not going to make that half step to narrowly dodge or narrowly avoid it. Let you catch him.
And she will mouth his tail and drool on it because he's a jerk face.
Mm-hmm. Turn around. You don't hold my first change against me, right?
I don't hold it against you.
Good. That's not something that you can blame yourself about.
I don't know. It seems pretty easy to blame myself.
You ought not to. Oh, believe me, if there's something that can be laid on you as far as blame, I'll find it. You're a good person, Maeve. You're a good Garu.
Yeah, but I never seem to do just enough.
I can see this in you, this need, this desire to go ahead and overachieve. It's nice ambition. But let me tell you, sometimes you need to work yourself back down. You'll get there. Oh, believe me, you get there. Just, if you can't do it, if you can't throttle yourself, would you accept if I could throttle you? So you don't get over your head?
Yeah. I mean, about time you're telling me something's a bad idea. It's probably a really bad idea.
Good. Awesome. Let's see if we can't find some place to go ahead and din for the night.
You sure you want to stay out in the snow too?
Oh, believe me, this won't be an everyday thing, but for the first few days, of course.
Okay.
And I'm happy to. Very, very happy to.
And she'll nuzzle at him and at least seem, if not totally back to her happy self, at least on the right direction, like on the path to the right direction.
All right, time to find some very, very open air din so that we can go ahead and suffer the snow and the ice and the wind. Thank God the fur is insulated and thick.
She'll if he fusses and is, knowing him, narrating loud like this as they look, she'll always be like, "Oh, Albert has to sleep outside too. I'm just saying." At which point he will either agree to it or be very grateful all of a sudden that they're sleeping way outside instead of under some shelter.
Yeah. Sort of along those lines, of course. Whoever gave us an intro, give us an outro. That seems perfect.
Yep. And so, dear watchers, after what probably would have been a crying fit if someone wasn't in lupus, we will end our scene with Maeve perhaps a little better balanced, a little better oriented to face whatever comes next. Some assurance that Garrett, with that extra pep in his step, has gotten up to something. Probably something he shouldn't have done, let's be honest. Shame on him. And, well, Lucas ragabashing like a boss. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time on another episode of Living World of Darkness: Rage Across New York.